South Australia is committed to the implementation of activity-based funding in mental health. Activity-based funding is a method of funding hospitals and health services based on the type and mix of consumers they treat. A set amount is paid to the health service based on the relative cost of the group to which the patient is classified. There are many approaches to classification, for example by diagnosis. But, here we are going to explore the Australian Mental Health Care Classification. The Australian Mental Health Care Classification provides a way of describing the factors that inform the types and cost of mental health care. It includes all services where specialised mental health care is provided, and classifies both admitted and community episodes. The Independent Hospital Pricing Authority plans to use the classification for pricing of admitted mental health care from 1 July 2022. This will replace the Australian Diagnosis-Related Groups Classification. The Australian Mental Health Care Classification will continue to be used for shadow pricing of community mental health care. The Australian Mental Health Care Classification has 6 major splitting variables. The first 3 variables are categorical, and the remaining variables are complexity variables. The categorical variables are setting, mental health phase of care, and age group. The complexity variables are mental health legal status, the Health of the Nation Outcomes Scale scores, and the Life Skills Profile 16 scores. These variables produce, in the admitted setting, a set of 45 categories of people who are clinically similar with similar resource needs. For example, people in an acute mental health phase of care, aged between 18 to 64 with an involuntary mental health legal status, and a high HONOS complexity are more clinically and resource similar, than people in a functional gain mental health phase of care, aged greater than 65 with a moderate HONOS complexity. Note that legal status only contributes to the classification in the admitted setting in the adult age group. In the ambulatory or community setting, the classification is a little different. There are 46 categories based on mental health phase of care, age group and HONOS complexity. Here the LSP-16 is used to discriminate between groups of adults with high and moderate levels of complexity. Now let's look at one consumer's journey. Tim is receiving services from a community mental health team. The goal of care is improved psychosocial functioning with regular contact, and an expectation of improvement over the short to medium term. In AMHCC, Tim is classified ambulatory, functional gain, 18 to 64, moderate HONOS complexity. Code 222B. Tim becomes unwell and is admitted to hospital. The goal of care is the reduction of acute symptoms in the short term through intensive intervention. Tim is categorized, admitted, acute, 18 to 64, involuntary, high HONOS complexity. Code 1121A. Tim is discharged from the hospital, but requires intensive support over the long term to improve functioning and prevent deterioration. Tim is categorized, ambulatory, intensive extended, 18 to 64, moderate HONOS complexity, high LSP-16. Code 232B1. As this example shows, funding is based on the needs of consumers, and can be directed to where it is needed. What does this mean for clinicians? Collected data should reflect the activity of your service. Complete data sets and accurate rating of the HONOS is important in reflecting the consumer's need for care. Accurate allocation of the mental health phase of care should reflect the goal of care and associated activity.